Okay, so there's this thing called potato pave, and normally you would use like a mandolin or at least a food processor. But we don't got any of that. Mostly where I want them to go.
And you're prepping this now because it has to sit in the freezer overnight.
Yeah, so not the freezer necessarily. So it's gonna get cooked once, kind of like a par cook type of thing. Tomorrow we'll get the final cook on it. Get that going at 375. Trying to get as much of these nice long shavings without getting any chunks of finger. Of course, this is where I would love to actually have like a mandolin or a food processor because it's a hell of a lot easier.
How can people help make that happen?
Well, my email is needasugarmama64. 69 was taken. Any sugar mamas out there just want to buy me, that's totally fine with me. I am married, so there's that, but I mean, I'm open to ideas. I suppose the other option is just to like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that stuff. That could help us actually continue to do this. But I'm open to both ideas. If this doesn't work out, mind your business when I'm on OnlyFans. Or subscribe. I don't know. I don't know how this works anymore. Hit the like button if you wouldn't or don't want to subscribe to this, but would subscribe to an OnlyFans. How about that?
This could all backfire.
Yeah, that's part of my OnlyFans. Spicy content out of just some potatoes, I tell you. The most... Jesus tits. Scares the out of me. That's all those sugar mamas. See, they're popping in. Ha! Nah, no, just taxes. We're making potato, and our friend of ours just popped out their own. Welcome to hell, little one. Are you just so concerned that you can't use any of this?
I'm using all of this.
Ah, okay. Maybe I should be concerned, I don't know. So this is kind of an important step. There's so much extra starch.
Are you trying to have another sink incident?
I'm really trying not to, and I'd appreciate if you don't tell everyone or talk about the time my meat slipped out by accident.
Well, it's on YouTube, so...
Yeah, OnlyFans soon too. Definitely rinse off those spuds because we're getting rid of a lot of that extra starch that we're just not interested in having. Potatoes. Boring. Clear water. See right down to the bottom of the bowl. That's what we're looking for. One way to do this, and one way that we're definitely not fancy enough to do, and I don't know where I would even do it other than finding a lake, is to literally brush every single piece with duck fat.
Does that mean we're getting ducks?
Nope. It means we're using cream.
More sugar mamas?
It's gotta be. We've just creamed our spuds. I shouldn't laugh as jauntily at my own dumb as I do. I laugh and then I'm disappointed in myself and then I cringe, and it's just a cycle that continues and just perpetuates. This probably really doesn't need as much hands-on shit. So just grease the pan. It's not working the way I wanted it to. Come on. Maybe I just need to sharpen the knife. That would help.
2 hours later.
Okay, just utter chaos. End result, okay. Now just to overlap chunks of potato. So, yeah, see now I'm getting a chunk there that feels shit. Too much attention in one spot, not enough in the other. As every man during foreplay. Take your silence.
I'm just letting you dig your hole.
No comment. I'm not digging any holes. I'm filling holes right now. Oh, shit, that was worse. I didn't even mean that one. Oh, God. Alright. Date night! Again, not a kid's channel. Not a kid's channel. Chef Joel and his floppy wet potato. This is taking a long time, but it's okay, because I got nowhere to be. I often feel like I'm just talking to nothing, and then that's...
I'm laughing internally.
Oh, well, laugh out loud. That would be helpful.
No, because then the video's not good, because I'm laughing over talking and...
Yeah, but then I don't feel like maybe this is all in my head. And I watch the videos back and I'm like, ha ha ha, my wife. And then people are like, you don't have a wife.
You don't have a wife.
It's just been you cooking in the kitchen with that tripod. And like, I like that guy, but he's got a screw loose. He's in there cooking for nobody, sitting down to dinner with himself, talking about how he's doing date night.
Maybe you are.
See, this is what I'm saying though. Like, how would I know?
Maybe you're in an institute right now.
I guess it's possible. You know? I think therefore I am possibly insane. I don't know.
Maybe I'm your nurse. Maybe you're well medicated.
Maybe. Just bouncing around a padded room right now.
At least you seem happy.
Yeah. This got dark. we gotta get back on track somehow. Honey Bear, I hear you playing with your toy, baby. Yeah, that's one of the weirdest things I've ever done with potato. Ta-da! We're gonna cook it until you can basically get like a toothpick or like a skewer or something just to pass through it easy. We're gonna use the separate pan to actually press down on top and force it down into a bit more of a brick. I'm cooking a lot of brick-shaped food lately. Yeah, it goes in the fridge overnight, and we'll cut it into like bars essentially. We'll actually cook, fry on both sides where the layers are, and that should like make it look really cool. And it'll just be a really super flaky, layerful, weird potato mess. Potato pave. Because we're fancy. Toss her in.
A little while later.
Smush her down. I'll leave it in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow we can do what we will with it. But now it's bedtime.
Shotgun the beer.
It's not even alcoholic. That would be so dumb. Actually, I got tea. I don't even know why I'm grabbing this. I'm just thirsty.
I got tea.
We got tea. Why am I drinking non-alky beers? Hardcore. Okay?
I'd say you're an old man. You're old.
Go out. Fuck. Buy an easy chair.
You have one.
Try to sell me out. It's 8 o'clock or something. It's past my bedtime. Ah, it's way past my bedtime. It's almost 10. Jesus.
The next day.
It's so hard, you know? Gotta get up. You gotta go to work. Just pants don't fit right. Everyone's muffins are better than yours are. It's just hard. Why are you laughing at me? I'm crying. Because onions. Squirting all over my hand. Some juicy ginger. No blood. Defish sauce. Shallots. That's Sambal oelic and ginger. Garlic, mirin, rice vinegar, fish sauce. I don't know if I want that much water. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do, Jenny?
Well, I believe you are making a sauce for the dish you're making today, which you have not yet stated.
I'll play on fish and chips. I'm going to do a tempura batter. An Asian Thai-esque sauce for the fish, like a fondant style potato pave. So which we prepped last night. So the astute observer will notice
that you've already seen that
my clothes are magically different. It's just going to be the start of the sauce. I actually don't even know if this is the way I want to do this.
Do you want to tell the audience what they're watching?
My mental breakdown. If you tuned in today, it's the first time, hey! If not, you know the deal, and this is doing date night.
Let's make sauce to dip your fish in.
Garlic in. Burnt me. Right there. A little bit of wah-wah. Here you go in with a of sugar. One thing that a lot of people do, talk about how bad
It's rant time, folks.
things like sugar and fat and salt are when they're cooking. So when they cook, they don't use any sugar, any fat, any salt. And we've had this conversation before. I don't need to get fully into it. But then when they go out and eat food at places, they're like, oh, this is so delicious. Or I buy this sauce every time because it's this awesome sauce. And they don't realize like how much sugar and salt and fat is in a lot of stuff that they eat every day that they buy, but they wouldn't cook it themselves. This is some awesome sauce. Just so you know, most awesome sauce has sugar, salt, MSG, fat, like sometimes all of the above, and that's why it's awesome. Awesome sauce. Sauce. Smadown.
Mirin, rice vinegar.
Again, with the fish sauce, be very careful. You can always add more. You're not able to take fish sauce out. It will drastically change a dish if you add too much. It'll end up tasting like fish sticks.
Soy sauce.
Remember the Spice Girls, Jenny?
Yes.
The wild time.
The 90s?
Yeah.
You know how old we sound to people now.
Yeah, in the 1900s, boy bands and girl supergroups just roaming the land freely. Actually, not really freely, more like fully indentured, like terrible contracts. And
Free Britney.
look at her go.
Look. She seems to be having fun.
Yeah, yeah. All I'm really doing now, I've got the sweetness that I want, and I'm just trying to get the tangy and saltiness to a level that I want. So I'm just kind of playing with it in front of everybody on the internet for no money. What am I doing? She getting thick, boy. So that was the complaint last time, is that the sauce didn't stick to the fish.
From me.
Yeah.
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 I thought you were talking about the audience.
Yeah, no, you have to have an audience to have complaints from the audience. So.
Ouch.
Self-burn. High five.
Sauce done.
Basa. These should be a lot faster to fry. Ooh, that's a floppy wet fish. We're going to start making the tempura batter. We've got flour, baking soda, a little bit of cornstarch, and salt. About a teaspoon at least here. We're not going to add the liquid until we are ready to go, because we're going to be using cold liquid. You can use soda water, but we're going to use a non-alcoholic beer. You can use an alcoholic beer. We're just going to lightly season fish because it wax on, wax off. Buddy from the 90s, you literally cannot wipe a counter down with two things and not say that line. It's like millennial code.
Bet there's a lot of people who have never heard that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, with Cobra Kai coming out and everything, it's a little, whatever.
They coming out, they're on like season 5.
Yeah. This is our potato pave that we put in fridge last night.
Trim the edges.
Yeah, and all those little cross sectionies.
What you doing?
Trying to figure out what I'm doing. It's the usual thing, right? Like maybe I should know, but also I don't know.
Chef Joel is talking nonsense. Let me break it down. Potato bricks fried both sides. Drain the oil. Pour fondant into pan. Sear one side of potato brick. There.
A fair lot more in there.
Add soda water or beer to tempura mix.
Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for just a little bit. I mean, one way, best if you're on the right track, do a little droplet. And obviously not nearly hot enough. So you see how they lift up?
Mm-hmm.
You want that to happen like immediately. Put a little bit in.
Pat dry fish with paper towel. Coat in flour. Dip into tempura.
Laying away. There we go. Oh, I'm burning myself. That's fucking cool too.
Okay, here we go. Potato bricks are fried both sides. Now drain the oil from the pan. Add glob of butter. Add chicken stock. Add garlic.
Garlic. Add our pave.
Rosemary.
Let's do the potato.
Hey,
So a little bit of sauce.
I'm gonna say it's better than scallop. Alright, I'm going in for the fish.
Now it's crunchy. So here's what we need. Oil thermometer.
Mandolin.
Mandolin.
Whisk.
We just need everything.
Saucepan.
Cooking school. You can have that. That's yours. Good girl.
She's like,
No, this one's yours.
she's like, what?
That one's yours. Yeah, you get to have that. Yeah, that's a waggy dog. It often baffles me how far I can fuck myself before coming at the end to something that actually is like delicious and works pretty good. Jesus. So I guess if there's anything to be learned from today's episode, it's that it's never too late to if you're not doing date night, what are you even doing? Turn over. Fuck you.
I think we're gonna have an excellent blooper reel.
Probably. It's just me quitting, fucking rage quitting and never coming back.
You can't, you live here.
Yep. That's what they used to say at the restaurant too. Sorry. done fucked up. Bye.